From the trouble home, parents split up and my brother gone. Grew up fast, we was young and grown. I was 12 picking up the crown. Getting grabbed by the police, calling only shit, picking up the phone. When my brother had in the feds, whole life he told me he was coming home. Now I'm older, running around with killers. So slimy, I don't trust the niggas. My circle tight, I only trust the members. They don't like me and it's fuck the niggas. Yeah, broke, I ain't had no work, so I stick shit out. We was up on mission. Nowadays I be by myself, but you only see me with a couple niggas. Pour a lie from the other side. Members only in the fucking squad. You ain't with us, you the other side. In 5th grade with a 25. Same corner where my brother died. Taking Zanies, I was dummy high. Itchy finger, I was clutching eye. We was bending corners, they ain't come outside. Philly nigga with a Cali bitch. And she bad as shit and she love to grind. Praying good, I just love her mind. Took my youngin' once, now he love to slide. Fly away for some summer vibes. Trying to avoid getting killed in the summertime. First time, had my hand shaky. I don't trust nobody cause my man's here. Cut him off, that shit over now. My niggas ride, they gon' hold it down. My pop strap still hold it pound. Probably step mommy, get you sober now. Told my lawyer, let it go to trial. Talk about a case open now. I don't wanna hear you say you love me, you ain't shooting with me when it's going down. Ain't fold down, we ain't folding now. 3 points, I still hold the crown. Watch my homies get lowered down. In broke days, that shit over now. Marley got a brand new house with like 7 cars when he roll around. Just open my eyes in the condo when the beach woke up to the ocean sound. You ain't never hit a lick before, never slid on a trip before. Slide on the side of your passenger the way I drop your car me like a 64. You ain't never seen this trip before. I bagged up 1,000 licks before. I done seen all that shit before, but I never ever been rich before. So what's the point of being in the streets? I'd rather count money on Venice Beach or pull over just to get some brain. Can't see us cause we in the Tennessee. I got a 9-hour flight tomorrow. I booked that shit just to get some sleep. You only gonna get it while you rested. That's why they never say live in peace. Cause when you die, you don't stress no more. The blood, trust me, I'ma get it gone. You see this shit tatted in my flesh. What you think I died for these letters for? Everybody running around strapped. What you think I got all these weapons for? Why the fuck you wanna kill me? I don't think we ever even met before. Reporting live from the other side. Same corner where my brother died. Same corner where I bust the track. Same corner I was trying to slide. It's pretty death left me traumatized. Remember telling Captain Kev once I don't make it, I'ma be a homicide. Congrats to Willow Power 99. They take my medicine, I'm on my mind. Can't say my dog, I ran out of time. Don't hate on niggas, I get out and grind. I celebrate when the coward died. Was acting crazy, I was out of line. If I ever hurt you, I apologize. Gang shit, it's all gang shit over here. Niggas had to drop the squad. The Glock 40 be my favorite joints, but I got a shotgun like I'm down. We did shit and walked right past the police. We got right out of town. All my homies locked up for being in the streets. I got right out of town. And J Pay's coming every week. Y'all gonna eat with me cause we about to shine. Free the gang.
Well, I'm outside of America right now, man. You know, smoking the best shit in the world and all that. They thought I was going down on the steps. That ain't my legacy, though. You know? You see, I've been told niggas I was going to make it. I gave them the pay first so they can relate to my life and understand my struggle. So when I make it, y'all niggas ain't hate on me. But guess what? I got the money and they hate it anyway.
Was another person.
All right. Welcome to the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm your hostess, Jerry Schmanny. I'm here with a couple friends, and y'all know it's Dynamite Tuesday. Like I told you, we was going to start that series today. We're offering that for one-man show. You want to come out and do your thing? That's what we're doing today. That video y'all just saw was a selection from my guy, Santos, in the building. Santos LB4R. We got Rock in the building. And then we got Mr. Mayor over here. Mr. Mayor. So, as you know, we're here at WCMD at 1656 Kane Avenue in Camden, New Jersey. And with our mission statement, we are a community-based promotional platform exposing the voices of the voiceless to bring awareness to brands created by our people for the people. We use our voices to share truth, creativity, and encouragement with our listeners to nurture, heal, and inspire them in hopes and effort to make the world a better and more empathetic place. Here at WCMD Media and Dare Academy, we are becoming a part of the spotlight for the County of Camden to build and enhance the quality of life by bringing awareness to our outlets, programs, and self-help topics. Our guests range from independent entrepreneurs, mainstream music artists and creators, city officials, as well as county businesses, not to mention great visual from our surrounding areas that support us either directly or indirectly. So, what's up, guys? What's going on today? We have Santos in the building.
What's going on? What's going on?
Santos
Oh, this
is
is the famous Santos.
yeah, that's the famous
Okay,
Santos.
all right.
Live out. I talk about him all the time. Everybody on the podcast knows that that's my son, my nephew's son.
You know it.
That's right.
You know it. You know it. What's going
And
on,
that's how he
man?
do it. He's
What-
representing the brand.
Which camera am I looking into?
You can just look straight. The camera's right there.
All right, this way.
Yeah.
You like
Mhm.
it, baby. You like it, baby. What's going on? Salute. Salute to everybody watching, everybody tuning in. Comfort level podcast. Taking it to another level. I'm telling you.
So
Thank the mayor for having us, man. Future mayor right here.
that's right. Vote Philly's
I'm
voting
working on it.
today for the Senate and some of the gubernatorial stuff going on. So make sure y'all out there voting. You know, I'm representing a little bit different brands. Want to talk a little bit about your brand, the LB4R. First of all, tell people what it is.
Loyalty before royalty, and the 3-point crown that's over top of it represents loyalty, love, and respect. That's where the 3 comes from. That's what the significance is between 3 times and the 3-point crowns. You see it, but this means loyalty, love, and respect. A lot of people use those words very loosely. It's not really, let's say, what word can I use for this conversation? No. I'm trying to say, like, they use it loosely, and I think it's interpreted through music a lot as like a trend. You know what I mean? And for the lack of a better word, I think the music makes things just like more like something that just sounds good. You know what I mean? It's like a catchy lyric, But for me and the tribe that I come from, we really live by that, and we kind of honor that. And we wanted to put that to the forefront. Before we did music, clothing, whatever it is, we wanted to let the world know, this is how we live, this is the lifestyle that we live, this is what we want to promote. You know what I'm saying? There's a million things we could have promoted. We could have promoted hustling, drug dealing. We could have promoted killing, violence. We could have promoted any type of other, thing that was involved with street culture. You know what I'm saying? But we said loyalty before loyalty was more our foundation, more our message, the message we wanted to come across, brotherhood. You know what I mean? We wanted to display that. We wanted to display brotherhood and love between one another.
So you actually built this brand in Philly, because we didn't understand
We
that
built
for the people that don't know you.
Yes, in Philadelphia. Yes, started in Philadelphia, and we built it in Philly. And then it just migrated. It's funny because Florida, Wisconsin, Nevada, California, these few small places like that, even Georgia, she spread it, you know what I mean? And you have members spread out throughout those cities now. We get bigger, especially the numbers, we keep growing.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's
Where you going with the politics, man? That's what I want to even get people on too. As far as what I'm doing, my message that I want to get across, and I want to give back to the community and to the people and show them this. It's like like I said, a lot of people be talking, but they don't display it. You know what I'm saying? I would like to be on the forefront to let people know before music, before we doing whatever. In my heart, I feel like I'm an activist. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm right outside. Like, how people say stop the violence and stuff like that, right?
Right.
But how can you have any control or say so over what's going on in the hood if you're not actually in it, if you're not actually involved with the killers?
And understanding.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand it. You know what I mean? I'm someone that's on a level where I can go to the killers and say, yo, have a talk. You know what I'm saying? And can we squash the situation? If we can't, then we can't. You know what I mean? For the strength of me, some people say irritators. You know what I mean? All right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On the strength of you, bro, I won't, you know what I mean? Kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or it's much more complex than that. But I'm just trying to paint a picture of when you have that type of rapport and connection with the bottom, and you can touch it out. It's easier to help it, easier to change the circumstances there than just trying to do it from an office or just trying to judge a whole zip code by the things that are happening in the media is kind of like just writing it off as, you just give it a charge. You know what I'm saying? You got booked with 3. You know how the criminal system is. You get locked up for the same thing 3 times. You're a career criminal net. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we write people off the same way in these areas. Okay, this is a poverty-stricken area. You know, half of these people don't go to work, or half of these people don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like they write us off in a bracket instead of coming down and meeting and touching each and every one of us individually.
Right.
All of us are different. Some of us don't even want to live here. There's one thing Tupac said a long time ago that made a lot of sense to me when he said, just because the killer lives next door to me, you don't think I'm scared of him too? You know what I'm saying? You label me a killer just because I live in the same building with him? I'm just as scared of him as you are. I just, unfortunately, live on a block where there's 6 or 7 of them.
And they put you in that category.
So my point is, if you don't come to down here and individually know these people, you don't know the brightest kid that could have been a brain surgeon or I'm sorry, a open heart surgeon or a fucking scientist. You know what I'm saying? Could be living in the same building. But you'll write him off as the rest of the people that surround him as a dope dealer or this or robber or this and that. You know what I mean? But, so my point, I know I'm probably getting off topic.
No,
Nah, everything's on topic.
I want
on
to
topic.
dig more into the community so we can reach out to these people individually. These people that are reaching out for help, these people that don't want to not listen. You know, these people that want to listen, that want to learn. I was one of the type kids that would reach out for knowledge. They teach me something. Before they shut me away, now you get high too much. Now you do this and you do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make me out to be what my past probably represented. But if I come into the forefront, like, yo, that's not what I want to do no more. I want to do this. People want to take me serious. So let's just say if we provide opportunity for people that do want to be like you, people that do want to learn stuff involved in their career, in the education, in the judicial system. I might not use that word right, but just the law, want to learn the law and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a way we can provide things? Because I grew up, my mother was a social worker. I remember being in the Princess and Rec Centers out there literally every day. You know what I mean? And then I remember when they closed the rec centers down. I remember when they snatched some of those city funded programs. And you know what I'm saying? And some of those people didn't even know where to go because these is not-profit organizations. And get shut down when city funding gets taken. So it's like, then I see them reopen back up and stuff like that. And I see the city slowly trying, but it seems like they unified. And again, I'm speaking for Philadelphia. I know you here in New Jersey.
No, I'm from Philly.
Okay, but bet. Okay, so you understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm asking is, where's the start? Where's
You know where the start comes in at? The start comes in between you and I.
Mm.
See, if we understand the animal that we're dealing with, we understand the politics, we've seen the games that have been played over the years, we've seen the people that have been in these positions for 30, 40 plus years, we've seen what they've done, how they've taken these communities, they've taken the funding out, like you just mentioned, on purpose.
Right.
This is all strategic.
Right.
And when you oppress and suppress any community, it was done to our community. But if you take that same concept and you put it over here where the Hispanics are, or you do it with the white community, they're going to go through the same thing that we're going through. When you take all of the resources away, you minimize their education, and you prevent them from advancing. You're going to have a few that's going to slip through the cracks, but generally, we're going to shut this down. You're going to get the result that we had today. That's why I get involved. That's why I've gotten involved, because I'm not looking for no excuses. I don't want to hear, listen, I do multiple things. Nothing's holding me back from getting, because I just. So when I'm listening to you talk, I'm saying, okay, here's somebody to build an alliance with, because you have an understanding of what's been going on in these communities. You know what's missing. Okay, that's an alliance. Okay, so now you can play your part where, okay, we're providing you the resources so that you go down and you can reach them. And we can bring them people to the table to say, okay, this is what we're going to do to help provide you with what you need. Okay, so we can up your school. We can up you learning how to read. Your mom and Pop learned how to read and do math.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're surviving, and we've survived enough of it.
Mm.
It's enough for, and at this point, it's more of let's take what is supposed to be ours anyway.
Mm.
A few of us,
Like that.
of them have played the game. They sold out, and because they did that, it put us in the position that we're in. What I'm saying, okay, it's time to move you out. It's time for a group of people who are like-minded, who can say, okay, we got the answer. We come from these communities,
They,
and
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Major? How you doing?
How you
My
doing?
name Papers, back with Banging Man.
Mr. Mayor.
How you doing,
Mayor,
Mr. Mayor?
running for
Oh,
mayor.
okay,
All right.
okay, Mr. Mayor running for mayor. All right, I don't want to hold you up. Go ahead.
but we take. It's a difference if I walked into into that same neighborhood. I'm Unc or old head and all them other names. You know what I mean?
right.
But you can walk in that street because you there. You understand. Now, what could be done is you can grab them, put it in their ear and their mind, and then bring them to, okay, here's an organization right here
Right.
that can, okay, we're going to get you right. We're going to teach you your credit.
Mhm.
We're going to change the school system so that that's a mandatory. Okay? We're going to teach you interest. We're going to teach you banking. We're going to teach you real estate. We're going to teach you the essential things that you need to have in real life.
Yeah.
Because when you come out of high school, a lot of us are still clueless.
Yeah.
But if you came out of high school and you learned from ninth grade to 12th grade, you had that information, that knowledge. You know when you step out in the real world, you know how to buy properties, how to open up a business, how to fund yourself, how to get the funding from the bank, how to partner, how to do ventures, joint ventures with each other. These are the kind of things that are essential in your real life work. That's why they have the position that they do.
Right.
Talking about their children.
Right.
Okay, let's look at what we have collectively. We have seniors. We have a different age group that's here. Now, if we work together collectively, who won't stop us? Y'all soldiers. These young boys that's out here who killing off each other, they're our soldiers. Why are we allowing that to happen? Because a certain nationality wants that to happen because they want us out of here. They proved it. 10 people just got killed a couple of days ago in the supermarket. The man told you, I came to kill them. We want to get rid of them. There are people who want that attitude. That's their attitude, their mentality.
Right.
Okay, what are we going to do to combat it? Enough of kissing behind and selling out and not allowing ourselves to say, okay, we got power when we work together.
Right.
When you broke that down, I said, okay. In my mind, instantly I thought, okay, well, you want
Leave it
to
open.
we got to play team ball. I heard you mention Power 99. Okay, so that's radio. That means you possibly have connections with Kev. There are things that we can do that can grab that youth, that can bring them to another position, so that now their mindset when they wake up in the morning is different. Like, I want to live. Because you 15, 17, 19 years old, and you think, I ain't gonna live past 21. No.
How many times did you think that?
Shoot. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I displayed it in music before I turned from. I said it a lot. I wrote damn near like my first 4 mixtapes had each of them had a song whenever I died. Each one. Like, if I die tonight.
And the mindset
When I'm
shouldn't
gone.
even be like that.
No.
Well, I had like it was like a lot of them. I rap about that.
But check it out. The music.
Mhm.
Music is essential in our being. It's just naturally in us.
Yeah.
Now, when we allow others to come along and say, okay, hip hop was great in the 80s for us. But what happened? There was a group that said, you know what? We're going to spin this around. We're going to take this one group. We're going to blow them up, which was NWA.
Yep. Right.
And when they said, we're on podcast, so I could talk. When they said, fuck the police, they saw how that rang. So they changed the whole structure of the music and you couldn't get signed unless you was a gangster rapper. They pushed that on our community, and when you became a gangster rapper, it led to what it is today. We killing each other rap.
And also, they changed the narrative from what it was to that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because before that, you can see what message was, being spread.
It was fun in the 80s.
You know what I mean? It was more of a self-aware.
Yep, that was going on.
You know what I mean?
But you know why this was implicated, right? That was that group of people. It was only one gangster out of them. None of them was gangsters. None of them was from the street. I mean, they was from the streets of, but they wasn't they in their lifestyle. But Easy E, he was the one who backed them on. So that's what happened. That's when you seen the first. That's what we fiction. You know, where a group of people, wanted to put out there what was going on in their community, but the narrative changed because of people's perception. So that's why we see it now as being fake, or before they was doing a job. They was only putting out the knowledge of what was going on. Fuck the police. We say that every day.
Right.
But the perception of people's mind, they took fuck the police like, let's go in and raid and do whatever and cause chaos.
Right.
And what brings chaos? What chaos does?
Right.
Cause nothing but more chaos.
Right.
So now we're trying to relinquish all this chaos that we've been through 30 years in chaos. How do you what's the development to that? What do you come up with, Mr. Mayor?
Okay.
Or Mr. Santos, what do you come up with to change that narrative?
To piggyback off of something you said, right? You know what's so different about Philly and about how deep rooted the mentality here is? That this shit, Ice Cube, what was he like, 17, 18, right? Right, in those raps, right? Like the hardest shit you can think about, right? Who was he listening to writing that shit? Because you only as hot as the niggas you listen to, or the people you study, or the person that you really trying to emulate at the time. What gangster rapper was he trying to emulate at the time?
Right, it was ones out there.
It was one he named.
Oh yeah,
Particularly who paved the way for him. Schoolie D.
Well, Schoolie D, he started that part.
Right.
He started that part of it.
So gangster rap started here.
right. So they took it from somewhere else. Right?
But not only that, I'm not even just, but deeper than that, I'm just saying the mentality.
Yeah.
So the mentality has always existed here in Philly before TV or Hollywood could even think it.
Right. So
But they blew it out.
Gangster
It's
mentality has
spread like a
always been.
disease, right.
So that's why I said for us, it's kind of different because it's real here. This is a real mentality other than a Hollywood persona. This is a deep rooted mentality that we're going to have to change ourselves.
Exactly the
It's
point.
deeper than the music.
It
It's
is.
actually us.
Well, we are a part of the problem.
Right.
And I'm saying that because when you jump out here and what you rap about, and you talking about guns, talking about bigger, talking about hoes, talking about killing niggas, running up in your crib, busting in the wig, the whole shit. When you have these, when you talk this, and then every other rapper say, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
So they all duplicate and repeat it. Now the mentality is, I gotta keep my gun on me because these cats. One thing leads to another. On top of that, you're not looking at the bigger picture. These people have a system that they put in place. When we talk about the 90s when that started, they put it in place for you to kill. Once you kill him, we got a place for you, which is in jail. This is why you had companies like Target, other major corporations. What did they do? They invested millions and millions of dollars into the prison system because that means they're going to get money because you won't kill somebody. He's dead, but you're going to go to jail. You're going to spend the next 20, 30 years of your life in jail. Okay, you're going to sell drugs. So we got a spot for you. So we got you for the next 20, 30 years. And we keep duplicating the same process over. Look at what your enemy is doing. Are they your enemy? Yes, they are. When you take a nationality, people try to suppress them of their living, of them growing, of them developing. And you're giving them all kinds of drugs in their system and you're giving them trash for food. When you're doing that over and over and over again, you're going to suffer. Your children are going to suffer because it's in your mindset now. When you talk to your kids and when you talk to your kids is sit your motherfucking ass down and da 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 da.
That's our generational wealth.
And that's how it
Beating our kids and
you see what it's doing to you? It's deep. Now, let's say
Yes.
this. Let's come back to the music. Okay? Let's come back to the music and let's switch it up a bit. We don't have let's get rid of the gun because we see what the guns are doing. Okay, well, you don't need a when I pull out this and shoot. No. Okay, let's come away from that. Okay, we right now music is independent. Okay, Nick's trying to get a major record deal. We have distribution. Okay, we own our own distribution company. We have our own record label. We have our own television network. We have our own podcast. We have our own radio station. We have our own television network. When you have your own media, and that's what hurt us over the years because media has dictated to us what go buy the Azai sneakers and the this and the Gucci this. And when they give that to you and keep selling it to you, you made them rich. Your pockets ain't you going out to do whatever on the hustle side to try to get up the money so you can look the road. They live in the road because you're giving the money to them instead of blowing up her clothing line who just as hot and fly, blow her clothing line up, but she look like you. Redirect the things that we've been doing that we know that are damaging to us. It's right now, us 4 or 5 in here, 6, 7. Why could we not own an apartment complex that got 40 units in it, and each one of those people are paying us $1,000 a month? That's $40,000 a month that a percentage of us can get every month to take care of our family. And then we duplicate the process down the road with another apartment complex or other units that we could do. These are the kind of things that we have to change our mindset on what we're doing and where we're going, because if we stay doing what we've been doing, we're going to keep getting what we've been getting.
So that could be looked at as looking for one thing, going in one direction. You gotta broaden the horizons. Try other things. If one thing is not enhancing your life, you can't keep the chokehold on it.
No, exactly.
You can't keep the chokehold on it. You got to try some things. You know what I mean? And it's out here for us. You know what I mean? But most of the time, it's been there. I find that it's pride. People don't come forth, and then people don't even have the confidence to.
But listen, this is the one thing, and I want to hit on what that point you just hit. This is the reason why I'm sacrificing, because what I'm doing is sacrificing by putting myself out here to run for mayor. See, I know what's been lacking in our communities for the last 30, 40 years. I've watched the people in these administrations. I watched the game that they play. And I've seen what they've done to our community. Gentrification is kicking our behind. We're not prepared for it. I want us to be prepared for it. I want us to get the game. And I'm doing this to put myself out there because I know. I'm knowledgeable. You're not going to just tell me what you want to tell me, and I'm just going to believe you because you said it. Okay? I want my people to understand, and if I'm in the blessed position to become the mayor, I want to. I'm the mayor for the city in general, but I'm looking at the fact that Philadelphia is the 5th largest city in the country, but the poorest city. How do you become the poorest largest city, but you're the 5th largest market in the country? That's management. That means keep your public suppressed, keep them with no information, lack of knowledge. Then we have some interior issues with ourselves, that we have to get past. I'm gonna keep this information. I'm gonna hold it over here, and I ain't gonna tell them about what I'm doing. This is no. That's part of the problem. Sharing information. I'm not losing nothing by giving this information to y'all and encouraging y'all. Say, look, come over here, meet me over here. I'm gonna show you how to get this real estate. I'll come over here. I'm gonna show you how to open up your corporation. I'm gonna help to provide you. I want the people in the city to learn how to become real estate investors instead of waiting for developers to come out of the city, outside the city and take the money. I want us to become the real estate
And then
developers.
they mad when they say, oh, the whatever nationality, oh, they took over. That's them over there. Why is it them and this is yours? Y'all been here.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that really starts in the household.
It is.
Well, my theory, that's why I just said I want to display a certain type of, thing with my brand to show. Because I feel like once you show people it works for you, you show people it's cool, they follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta change the narrative that if, we seen all our life, motherfuckers hustling, like, getting paper, whatever, doing fly, whatever we idolize or whatever we like, we like, I don't give a fuck. What we gotta do on here, this and that, right? So when we put this lifestyle out there that we now want to push, right? As far as how you say about building your capital, credit, all that type of shit, you show niggas this is the, you know what I'm saying? This is how you get money. That's how you show the other look. You want, you know what I mean? You want a Benz, you know what I'm saying? You want a big house, you want to, this is how you get it. You know what I'm saying?
And then now, so you
This
basically
is
just saying,
not how you want
Right.
to get it. You want to get the Buick going this way. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a public defender going this. You got to kind of like
Right.
show them, you got to break it down the real way, not
Yeah.
stay in
We
school,
want the
young
black
brother,
bag.
be all you can be. Fuck that. You got to let them know, like, nigga, you want to be lit or you want or not.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, want to go to jail, you want to go home. Like, you got to be simple with this motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I kind of lost my point, but that's where I want to display that. I want to display that shit.
So you want to basically
Because
tell
the
them,
music,
So do the music,
is
all right.
a
doing my people,
message.
building,
You
yeah,
understand
doing,
what I'm
them
saying?
showing,
It's
seeing me build the
influential.
dynasty, seeing
People
the
are
10 cars,
listening.
the
yeah,
big
they
crib,
need to know
buying
that.
this
Yeah.
shit with this.
They need to know this
And
type
not
of
with
stuff.
this fake lifestyle niggas be making niggas think that you could just get rich off of rap. That's not the
That's
case.
real.
You know
That's
what I'm
not
saying?
real.
Like, let's show people how to really get money.
So what you just said, let's do exactly what you said.
Right.
Let's use you as an example. Okay, in the process of what we're doing, I want to work with you as far as let's move it around and let's tap into some of these here, right? But in the meantime, we can turn the cameras on you, show you in the process, so you're sitting at the table learning what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Show you in some of the other meetings that my partners who are 14 black-owned businessmen who holding it down. Let you come in my environment. Let you see what they're doing, so that we can say, okay, let's get his credit right. Okay, let's get now. This credit is right. Now we can set him up to pull $250,000, so that he can maneuver around and do. He wants to get into whatever it is, whatever business it is. Structure you so that you got a management company in place, so that which we do have, so that you don't get that money you brought it. The money's going towards your Dun and Bradstreet, so that you're registered right, so that you can separate your personal credit with your business credit,
Right.
Mhm.
so that because this is how this world moves around. This whole thing is built off of credit. Want to make sure that you pay your bill because somebody else is getting paid off of it. You take care of so, but that's cool. But that means you still getting paid because somebody else is taking care of you.
Right.
It's just a chain. So get this information. You an example. Show them. Show them that, okay, my music is hot, it's this, that song, but you know what? I ain't killed nobody in my video. I ain't displayed no guns. Show them that you can be an artist. Okay? Even minimizing that word, the nigga word. You know what it is. It sound cool. I didn't grow up
Well,
with it.
Judah Breeze is a strong believer in that, sitting here in our studio audience. His music, yeah, I know you was trying to blend in.
But
How you doing today?
it's a thing.
Yeah, you can jump in, please.
Don't mind?
We don't mind at all. So, welcome to the podcast, Judah Priest.
How you
This
doing,
is
bro?
Mr. Mayor out of Philadelphia. We got Rock, we got Santos, El Buar. It's okay. You got enough room? Can you squeeze in here, or we're gonna bring another chair? I asked him to adjust the camera. I mean, you have to bring it back. I'll do it.
Don't worry about it. Wait, so right there, I got it. Go ahead, don't worry about it.
No. It's the chair.
You got it? Yeah.
Okay, we say hi.
We got a cameraman. We got a listening. We on this community sleep right there. There it is.
Whoop.
You probably, if you take his chair and slide him
I
just
ain't
a little bit more.
sliding for time. I'm better a little bit.
All right, that's it right there. That's it. Whoop, there it is. All right, back to the
Yeah, so I believe it's here. We have the answers to our problem. Some of us who know got to come out of that ego, come back home. You go ahead and you blow up and you become a multi-millionaire and so on. We ain't trying to hurt nothing. Give us some of that information and knowledge because you know where we come from. So for those who haven't done it, there's some of us who are still around who want to give it. That's the part I meant by I'm sacrificing because I've built my business. I have multiple streams of income. But it would help me if all of us had multiple streams of income. Because now our strength, now our families are stronger. We ain't got to worry about whether we're going to come home and the car's going to be repossessed, or the light's going to be turned off, or the rent is 3-4 months behind. And that sticker going to come home, and you're going to come home, and that's going to be in the bill. These are all real life situations we go through. And sometimes some of our decisions we make are not always the best decisions. So, because there's consequences to it. So if we can do some things differently, the information and the knowledge is out here. It is. Okay, I'm an example. Okay, we have communications in our control. We have 20 licensing deals with multiple cable networks. Plus we on our own. It's a joint Roku. So I took money, instead of me going out buying unnecessary stuff that holds no value, I took my money and I made an investment into a television network. Because we needed communications. We can't tell our story. If we keep relying on 36010 to give us our news, again, we're going to keep getting what we've been getting. And you see the story that they tell about us.
That's it. That's all you hear.
So how do you get the information to the people? Because that's the main part. Because the people not going to come out and get it. You know, there's the ignorance and everything with the world that's going on. So how do you go out there and you feed it to them? How do you deliver it to the people that's in the inner city that you can't touch?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you set up a venue and be like, yeah, I'm gonna come out and everybody to do a rap
Well, we've
venue?
been doing it.
Boom. No, but when you
We've
come out,
been
you do
doing
the
this.
rap venue, right? You gotta take this
You go in there.
course.
You go in there. Go
You
ahead.
feel what I'm saying? Boom, where you learn this and this, that, and the third. And then now people more they learn it, they learn it every day, they can inflict it into their raps. They can say, ooh, yeah, I took full credit cards, made it into 40,000, took half of it, and then branched it and did it into this and did it
So
into that.
this is on the music.
So now they gotta learn it. So how do you get it out there to them?
Okay,
You have a
so
solution for
Y'all,
let's give them something that they're familiar with, something that they like. Right now, because we can't hit everybody all at one time.
right.
Let's start with a small group.
It's a train.
Let's do a
That's what
venue.
we do.
Let's go.
Wow.
You have a venue. Where's the mindset where these artists can go ahead and do what they do? Okay, you start with that. Televise it. Show these artists getting on, doing their thing. Let the dance crews come do their thing. Let the DJs come. Bring them in something because each one of those are numbers. You're doing a function that's for them. You televise it. But while you're there, during the course of the time that the MC is letting them know. Listen, y'all brothers want to da-da-da-da-da. Here, y'all can get into this here. The brothers over here in the corner or the crew's over there in the corner. Y'all, when y'all came in and signed in, they got your email. Talking to them, dropping it. Just you ain't forcing it on, just dropping it. You're going to get some people that's curious about it. Okay. Now, because of that was the reason why I did the TV network, because now you can reach masses at one time instead of, because me and you talking about it is one thing, but through this message, you can reach 30,000 people at one time, 75,000 people the next time. Because you're doing something right now. Where can y'all watch a show that I'm just telling you? What station can you turn on and watch that? Exactly my point. You don't have it. We don't have it. Huh?
We watch our stuff on YouTube.
Let me know about it.
You can do that. You got some things too.
You have platforms like Do the Knowledge Radio. You have EQB radio and television. Let me backtrack for a second. So I'm walking in the 7-Eleven. I agree with everybody saying you look mad familiar. Look, I like what you said about showing individuals something different. Like what you said about being able to reach the masses. The one thing that wasn't said is how do we first change our mindset? And what got us to that point to change the mindset? Because we understand that as artists, you know what I'm saying, we are the example. It has nothing to do with music. It has everything to do with your walk and how you display yourself, right? Where you position yourself, right? I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. It's about the people that you surround yourself with. People that's not that doesn't have a crowd and a battle mentality, because that stops you from getting further. The ideal of, and this is as far as a conglomerate, the main issue, because the mind only sees a specific task, which is just being a rapper. You know what I mean? Why are we businessmen? Businesswomen? Why do you just indulge in this one thing? Because when you indulge in this one thing, you keep yourself inside of the box. But when you take yourself out of the box, you expand the most room. You understand? That's why I like what you said about the TV shows and the radio shows. Again, people surrounding, everybody can't come on the journey. We want everybody to come on the journey. I mean myself, you know, I'm on the side for everybody doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see the underdog too. But it's not necessarily about the talent, about the music. Right? It's about what you said with the knowledge, right? And how to gain the knowledge. It takes one person to be fruitful and multiply upon the masses. But here's the thing, let's just be honest and just deal with music. How many people got publishing? Matter of fact, fuck everything you want. How many people were signed up for a publishing society? Number two, how many people actually paid the $500 to $600 to start their own publishing company inside that publishing society? How many people was registered with Sound Exchange? How many people has a BDS account, which is for your monetizations for YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, and everything? How many people have a pro publishing account through SongTrust?
They don't even know how to sign up for.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason I want to be on camera to say. I'm like, yo, like, there's too many people out here. But we have to be honest. There's too many individuals out here scamming with this music. And the fact that it's a conglomerate of people that's being scammed for individuals like us, people, we just say, like, yo, this is what we're trying to do. And they'll be neglectful to come to us. And then we offer them more of something better, which is the information and the knowledge. But there's too many scammers that they're going to get $50 to $100 to. But the end of the day, it has nothing to do with the music. It has nothing to do with the talent. It has everything to do with you, your mind state, how you walk, and where you can position yourself. You know what I mean? There is a lot. See, here's the problem. Like, and I agree with what you said as far as being able to unite. Too many individuals have too many ideas, but they don't want to diversify it together. They want to keep it separate. You know what I mean? That is probably one of the most challenges that anybody, no matter if you do music, anything, we as a culture, as a community, is just separated in general. Seriously, we are the most separated. This goes away from music. I know. How do we change that narrative?
Now, so as an example, because you're not going to get, and I said this a little earlier, You're not going to get everybody all at one time. But if this group and this organization shows as an example, and they can say, damn, boy blew up, damn, she got this going, he over there doing that, and they in that group called or whatever. Now we have an example. Now people will want to jump on board and say, you know what, I got to get down with them because they doing the damn thing. They got this, they got that. Now you have, see, again, we do something different than what they are used to having done. So if we bring that to them as a group and say, okay, they got the hot this, they doing the hot that, they buying this, because we visual. That's how you got to get us. Once we show us as the example, and this is the group, what's going to happen is that it's going to swell. But now when anybody else come in, this is the protocol. You're not going to come into McDonald's and tell us, well, we're going to put burgers on a grill. No, we got, this shit is how we do it over here. Mm-hmm. This is the way it's set up. This is the way it works for everybody. This is why the CEO gets what he gets and everybody down the chain. And everybody's paycheck is involved. We do the example. That's exactly how we do. What's your problem with the thing you just said? How do we get them? We show us as the example. Now, next you know, Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, and anybody else.
For these always you get them is laughing. It's not that. Because I like to add on to what you say. Mm-hmm. Because I get that example that you're talking about. I'm looking at you.
That what I did that last
I said I live that example that you're talking about. Yeah. You know, this is the first time hearing that.
Yeah, right.
I said it sound looks familiar. I don't know if anybody else know outside of these two. Where I'm from. What group I'm from.
Oh, really?
I used to be a junior.
Oh, okay. I thought you was Busta Rhymes' cousin or something at first.
Say that.
he just got Busta features.
Yeah, he says that. He says that.
So you never heard of Judah Priest?
Yeah, I heard that name. Yeah.
That's him.
Okay. All right. Well, nice to meet you, bro.
I have my own company, trademark LLC, United FIO.
Right.
144,000 shows in field. It started out as a rap group and we legalized it. And then we a company, and I have subsidiary companies with 144 records, 144 DJs, 144 producers, 144 models, 144 affiliates, everything. We station Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, Switzerland, Australia, Iceland, Russia. That's it. So yeah, I'm that example, and it's away from routine.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So I want to know, because I don't have the knowledge. I'm 144,000. Maybe we explain that part for me?
144,000 is the ones that are going to be chosen to enter the gates of heaven upon the left of the day that the Most High shall return. So my terminology being both God-body and biblical at the same time, I like knowledge. Right? I return to that because my big bro Nas told me hip hop is dead. This is what for years they say hip hop is dead. That for all the time. Remember that? Yeah. Yeah, ask you a question. Fuck hip hop gonna be dead if we still alive. Right. Let's identify hip hop. Let's identify. Yes, let's identify hip hop. Let's identify rap. So this is a part of the conversation. I'm not just going to keep it for a lot of share with you. See, the hip hop is, for one, I'm going into this because there's too many people inside this industry right now who does hip hop and rap and doesn't go to history. It's not their fault. It's because we as elders and those that came before us and those who came before them became selfish.
True.
I was talking about NWA, the first gangsters who we did. Ice-T was.
Well,
yeah.
Ice Cube, NWA was the first publicized. Go back to Ice-T. If you don't believe me, watch B Street, watch Breaking, watch everything. I am the history buff of hip hop. And let me bring it back to the foreground.
You fought 85?
485. Yeah. 485. He was the first punk slash gangster. He just took his
I didn't know he had a record out.
Yeah, back in the day he did.
85?
Man, and actually even before NWA, he was something unique from 2 hours.
Yeah.
So let me just say this.
too many individuals inside this game that doesn't have the knowledge because those that came before them, came before us, came before them, and shit, we got selfish. We start obtaining knowledge for ourselves. You know what I mean? That's why there's a gap, there's a rise in history. But then also comes times like this. If we can't get the younger generation to even sit the hell in school to learn Black history or any social economics type of things, how can we get them to understand the history of hip hop? What are the elements of hip hop? MC, graffiti, breaking, DJ. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I mean? So again, like, this is really my point to say, if hip hop is dead, how can it be dead if we're still alive? 144,000 chosen is what anchored the gates to hip hop. What's the difference between hip hop? What's the difference between rap? Hip hop was the language of our people. It was one of the first bases that we had of our own, that I identify as our culture. Example, Women's Liberation. Heard about it? Give me the song for me.
Oh, there's an actual record.
No. I don't know.
Smack?
It don't even exist.
What kind of women?
I thought that was a law.
Ladies first, clean up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The song for it. It is the voice of the people. Let me say, High School Crushes is a song for it. It's the voice of the people. It's those that we surround, right? It's what hip hop was. When we love, when we in the middle. Stuff like that. NWA. If you take away the publicized media, actually listen to what they were saying. It was more political than anything. Take away what you're saying. Take away what you're saying on the media, what they depicted it to be. They knew the beats, listen to the words. It wasn't because they were saying bitches or hoes, because they were telling the truth about the thing. But the visuals like paying attention to what they like the beat, like the flow. They see the bitches dancing, so they say, right? We as individuals always say that our foresight, man, it's just lots of fun. It's just to the background. You know, let's rap. Rock the 5% best. Why do I want to be educational in the record? Why I can just talk about getting high and just chill and make money off it? Rap really has no substance. You ask you a question, it's because you're more rap. It's hip hop. It's hip hop. What about J. Cole? Hip hop. Hip hop. What about Drake?
Hip hop. You like him, like, well, love his name.
No, because Drake only raps
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
He only raps about
Yo, he did
money.
He even won because again, he don't write his own shit.
So it's hip hop. A lot of niggas don't write all their rap.
Yeah, I know Jay-Z one of them. He started on
So
that.
T don't even write all his rap.
Now you know, listen, what we talking about. I'm gonna talk about that real quick. Y'all doing an interview right now. Imagine
No,
if
we
you,
just talking
no, I'm saying, just imagine if you was an A-lister though, right? You're doing in a week, you're doing 20 to 30 interviews. Magazines, radio, blogs, whatever. Right? You also touring. Me myself, I do at least 200 to 250 shows a year. So imagine if I was an A-lister like them and they doing more shows and more shows than what I'm doing. To answer your question, we got something like a fucking song. You still gotta eat, shit, sleep. You know what I mean? Nigga like Jay-Z. Phone blows up all the time. You gotta handle business. You gotta talk to your investments. You gotta talk to staff. You gotta talk to business. You gotta talk boom, 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 boom. Right? When you want to record, even if you got a studio in your audio, in your bus or whatever, when do you really have a song to write and record like that? Yeah. I think I'll be dumb sleeping on Greyhound. So there's a lot of individuals that have writers. Don't believe me? They don't sell CDs. They don't sell CDs and shit no more. But if you go look, everybody got a writer. Let me answer this question: why is hip hop the only thing to classify shit? Why does hip hop classify age? Or who writes it? You know what I mean? Whatever. I like Drake certain songs. Genre does. You know what I mean? But Michael Jackson, how many writers he had? Right. How many writers did Prince have? Lots. You know, we the only ones that classify why you can't write your own shit, and you gotta stop rapping when you like 32. But here's the thing. This is the divide. Like again, if you look at mainstream industry with music in general, then you look at life, the oneness divide. I put terminology of life inside music, which means any life that I live inside music, I'm gonna live. You see what I'm saying? Why is there a divide? If hip hop still lives in me, why am I gonna stop doing it? Because I'm 43 years old. I got gray hairs and 6 kids. Like, I'm 40. You know what I mean? It's like why is that still on?
It's something that I think that it's something that we develop ourselves over the years. But again, if you want to change the word using the narrative, it's up to us to change it. We got to be the ones that's going to change it.
Let's change it right now. Let's tell them the truth.
I'm all for it.
Okay, you ready?
I'm all for
I'm gonna start. That's cool. Let's talk about age limits on hip hop, right? The hottest new niggas that come out, fellas are like, I don't gotta listen to y'all old heads. Y'all niggas old, right?
I've heard it. So.
Heard that shit,
yeah.
right?
I heard it.
Right? But yo, nobody ever realized the couple niggas that's coming out behind them, y'all the old niggas now. How long Cardi B been out?
She old.
She an old person right now. Yo. She not even 30 like that yet.
Right.
Look at Nicki.
Oh.
Look at Drake.
Oh.
Look at Cole.
Oh.
Right. Jay.
Oh, I'm looking for something new.
Look at Titty Boy. Oh, I mean 2 Chainz.
He old, young, and old again.
Right.
2 Chainz came out old.
That nigga was old when he came
He
out.
was old when he
So
came
my point is
Diddy
this.
boy.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth right now. It don't matter how old you is. If music is in your heart, you gotta do it. Because like yo, at any given time, once that recognition is off, you're old. Shit, Metallica and AC/DC is 1 foot in the damn grave and they still
rocking. Still on stage.
Yes.
It's all over the world.
Queen is still rocking. We the only ones that say like, yo, you know what? You 27 years old, you can't rap no more. Now, I don't want to be supreme and resurrected. Did I say that on camera? Did I say that out loud on camera? I know he watching. Yo, he
I
I don't want to be that old rapper. But see, my thing is like, yo, no matter how old I am, I'm always going to do music. I went back to school, me myself, I went back to school. You know what I mean? I already engineered, I already produced. Go back to school and just get my credentials. I own 3 studios inside my house and 2 outside, 1 in Jersey, and I'm with one in Philly and 1 in Richmond right now. Why? Because I want to leave a legacy for my kids. My kids is 11 years old and is already playing the Pacific both for songs and engineering.
Yeah.
You're talking about sharing and being truthful. This is how you create generational wealth.
Yes.
You got a company, make sure your company is just trademarked the LLC and whatnot. Get yourself an S corporation. You know what I mean? You gotta look. You got kids? No? Look at you. You got kids? Same thing. You're part of the art. Then watch this. If you create fuck music, business, right? If y'all two come together and say, "No, we're gonna create a business right here," right? It's one thing when you get your LLC, your trademark, your EIN and FIN. The one thing they're going to tell you to do is go get a business account. Not PayPal, not Cash App. Go get a legit account, right? And watch this. That account needs to have 2 signatures when money is deposited, if money and money is taken away. But another thing you're going to do too, we talk about generational wealth, right? We talk about uniting people, right? We got to unite our own to be an example to everybody else. When you set that company up and whatnot, you set your account up, man, because you got a business account and you got your LLC and everything, you're going to ask you for a board of trustees. You got kids, put them on there. Put them on there.
So that means from this day on, we can't
I went
stay
back
there
to
and talk
insurance.
about what we did about it.
Well, I'm thinking that's what should come out of this.
Yeah.
What I looked at doing for the city in general, this is the start. Okay, the knowledge and the music. When I put it out there when I say the music because that's just something that we all can gravitate towards and relate to. Now, because once you get them there, then you can have these scars from it. You can these break-offs, and others can get on board with what the message is. You know, like you on the mic and say, listen, let me ask y'all, a bunch of y'all rappers, y'all killing, y'all hot, everybody hot. Okay, that's what's up. All right, well, listen, let me ask you this here. How many of y'all got y'all published such and such and such?
That's what it always comes down to.
But these are the kind of things that they kind of lost on it. So let's show them how. Let's show them how. All right. And we utilize.
You haven't looked into it. Someone to know something you know already, and you're so stuck inside yourself that that's the real battle.
You ain't gonna get it, like I said. You're not gonna get everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to turn credit into liquid overnight in cash.
How you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, see, they know, but he never shared. That's the whole problem. Huh?
I got you.
How we do that?
But you know, I totally put it. I tell people this, man. Yo, it was meant to be. I just dropped my daughter off next door for the dance. You know what I'm saying? I just seen son truck out here, me and him beefing right now for, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me come in and see him face to face. But it was intended that I came in here because of this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like
Yeah.
one thing.
So what it all set it
I
up.
never, no matter where I'm at in my career, do I even care about my career like that? No. I care about aiding and helping others push their career. I've been around the world. I'm fortunate. I'm blessed. I learned from some of the best. Shug Rock, Wu-Tang. My older brother is Booty Man. Sadat X, people like that. Right? So if they took the time out to teach a high head like me, it is my job, my duty to teach somebody else. I don't want nothing minor to. I met, no matter again, I still go to open mics. When I leave here, that's where I'm going. Every Wednesday. You know why?
Oh, we coming.
You know why? You was just at the real shit. Somebody told me the other
It's
day.
tonight.
It's tonight. It was
Tomorrow. It's Tuesday.
Okay, well, shit, I got things. I guess I'm not going there tonight.
Tomorrow.
But somebody just told me, like, yo, you was just at City Winery with the Jizzle. Yes, I was. And why you at an open mic? You know why? Because every time I come here, there's either a familiar fan base or some new people just want to walk in here to get their seat, anything that I'm going to do right now. If they want to become fans. And it's not basically just because I want them to be fans in the music. I want them to be able to use this as a utensil for everything else. I feed the homeless. I have a non-profit organization called Judah Priest Warm Hearts. I've been giving out clothes and blankets and everything to battered women in shelters and children. I work at Center for Family Services. As I said, we want to be truthful right here, right? Why no artists out there, no matter how much money they got, why they don't tell the truth that, yo, for I still got a 9-to-5 job while I work part-time. Because that's the truth, man. Yo, Jeezy told niggas that, you know what I mean, he's a snowman and doing this, and the third, but nobody talks about the PhD he got in arts and entertainment. Same thing is from Mobb Deep, who got degrees, RZA got degrees, Tupac had a degree, Big had a degree.
Tupac was a ballerina.
That he was. He was a performer. Foxy got a degree, Kim got a degree, Nicki got a degree.
Prodigy was too, wasn't
Yeah, Mobb Deep. Arts and entertainment. Yo, listen, like dance is dance. You know what I mean? Why nobody discuss that? Why is it that, like, yo, just like you said, who owns hip hop, like who owns the shit? Who owns Clear Channel? Same nigga who owns the jail. That's why he put this shit on the radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get us, yo, we ain't worth nothing while we free, but they ain't going for niggas like us. They going for the young kids.
Yep.
That's why my son be coming in the house with the skinny jeans and I throw him right out the damn house. Hell no, you're not doing that shit. I'm not allowing certain things like this because they want you to be a stereotype. Why? Because if you a stereotype, you listen to this music, you want to paint your nails black, dye your hair, you want to drink lean, you want to smoke, and then you want to take your ass to jail. And you in the jail, you work how much money a day?
$40,000 a year.
Exactly. How do we break that down, man?
That's one of the reasons why communications.
Very much.
That's why I said media. Through media, we changed it. When we were coming up, there were shows. There was Yo MTV Raps. They had Rap City in the Basement. That grabbed us, when we was coming up.
Facts.
Okay, so where are those shows at today? We had music video shows. I can't find a music video show. If you go to YouTube, you probably watch that, but I don't see no music video shows. That told us who was hot in Chicago, who was hot in Detroit, who was in LA, and who was all over the country. So I don't see that. So therefore I say, create our own music video shows. Expand it to the R&B, to the new generation hip hop, the old school hip hop. Bring our own music video shows back. Let us tell the audience who's hot, and help blow up some of these
I'm
artists.
trying to do that with something called the music box, and especially the 50 Cent and 50 Watt.
That's all right. Leave 50 where you at. That's cool.
So let's be clear. Let's be clear. Right, bro. Again, totally agree. But even before this is where it hits gray areas. You know what I mean? Because of the mentality of artists. So let's talk. Let's talk from a business standpoint. Let's say we build a platform. We're going up against multi-billion dollar companies such as YouTube, Vivo, and we got another platform that just came up on 200, right? These channels allow you to put any explicit content out, right? But we doing something that we're trying to make a positive force, right? For one, most of the stuff that they put on there can't even generate sales or monetizations like that, especially for one, everybody don't have a YouTube studio account. I have my own record label and distribution, so I'm speaking from experience. You know what I mean? There's no concept without cuss words in it. Yeah, you said you got a license, you want to fit a licensing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is cuss words gonna move? No. Right. So you got to take a step back from that. We're talking about the majority, right? Most videos that come out depicting guns, sex, drugs. How does that move? It doesn't. Even the borderline movies and TV shows that come out just on streaming platforms, right? I have 3 movies. I have 3 movies and 2 web series right now. I have 3 movies I'm on Amazon Prime and Netflix.
You watch Possible?
I don't watch TV while I'm recording.
Yeah.
I don't watch none of that yet because I'm recording, so I have not watched
that
TV.
on your list.
No, I texted you.
All right.
Don't forget,
It's good.
we still have to, we build this, we still have to appease the man behind the machine. Because now we can't just, we need seed money, right? We need to make a pitch. Even if we do it ourselves, it's going to be on a smaller scale. Even if everybody put up $2,500 a piece, just a seed money, you know what I mean? We still have to be able to connect this with another company and let it get grow. But when we pitching, we're going to pitch any of these things. We have to pitch something that's going to be different from them, and how exclusive and how different it is going to be from them. That's where the problems are.
Okay, well, no, but listen, I got your point, but we don't have to get stuck there. Again, when we was coming up, you had the big companies. But anytime that some kind of underground radio show came on, or some kind of underground new hip hop show, I mean, they lasted as long as they give us Pirates. That's what that situation
Urban
was.
Expression stayed on air for 7 years.
Yeah, that was.
Music video box with Ralph McDaniel. That's big
3 years before that.
Right. Yeah. How long did they last?
Not long.
Watch this.
7 years is 7 years. I
7
mean,
years, but you see, you're talking business now, right? It's 7. Give me 1 second. Is 7 years really long enough when the first 4 years you're going to be in the red?
No.
No, but see, because the difference is,
you're not making your money, you're not making your investment back.
Right.
but that's for me. That's not my concern. Is I don't have to go to you to say, hey, please, sir, could you please give me? No, I have my own, and because I have my own, it's not for me to produce it.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
nothing.
how Miami does it, but
You're not
Miami
setting
got it.
yourself up.
Miami
Yeah,
got
yeah.
this channel. You know what I'm
I
talking
know
about?
what you're talking about.
That fucking channel, bro, and that shit.
But they never, in relationship, that's not to go to my point.
Right.
We would never be able to do anything on our own.
Right.
You have to change that narrative. Like, again, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was, boom, here you go. I'm looking for vinyl pressing, right?
Right.
To tell you how, you know what I'm saying, the most hard work. I'm looking for a year, I'm looking for vinyl pressing. I'm not racist. But I prefer to go to a black owned company. Right? Just so happened, after a year, I did the show with Snow Goons the other day. This is last week. I'm just sitting in the house chilling in my homegirl spot. She's like, oh yeah, my man owns a vinyl pressing company. Really? I said, okay, what's your raise? You give me my raise. I can't discuss it on air. Right? Then I said, how do you stay afloat, especially with the pandemic? Right? Because who really buys vinyl? Nobody in the United States. Which means you gotta travel abroad. Even with a TV show. With the syndication and network. Focus on the United States. But the majority of your consumers and everybody that you want is over there. How do you stay afloat over there while you over here? You gotta be able to partner up with somebody over there that has like-minded and everything. Y'all can make on WhatsApp. I can open my WhatsApp right now. I have communication with everybody every day. You see what I'm saying? You're never gonna get nowhere alone. There's always gonna have to be a common ground with somebody in your background. Now, you don't have to be the white man to be the black man, but you still need somebody. You gotta stop. Right? See, this is the thing with.
But I'm open to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have to see. That's why I'm very careful with things that I put out in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, like I said, I'm a Bible head. You know what I mean? So, you know, everything that we speak is, you know, we give life. Mm-hmm. I've been doing this, like I said, I've been doing music since I was 7. I believe in myself, I put the work into it. I really didn't even take it serious. I tore my knee playing. I was playing in the ABA, 6:30, right? I tore my knee. You know what I mean? My mother was like, yo, you got to make a decision. Music or this. Can we both? Then I chose music. When I chose, I had to focus. If you was to ask me right now, what's my biggest market? It's literally Russia. Like, the first tour I ever went on by myself across abroad, you know what I'm saying? I was in Australia. I was looking over there. It's my second largest market. I'm like, how the fuck that happened? But I was able to connect with somebody over there, and he literally sent me the analytics and schematics and everything. So when I went over there, I'm doing clubs and niggas know the songs. I'm like, shit, I don't even know this goddamn song. It is about the connection, you know what I'm saying? Well, we gotta stop. See, this is the thing, man, that I'm very careful when I put out. We say things and we want to do things, you know what I'm saying? And we look for that exact moment, and we plan out our footsteps. But while we're planning out our footsteps, we never start growing that tree across. How do I work here and there? You know, real shit. Without saying you the other day, I can work hard on my craft and on my business all day long and make money off my shit, right? But when I go to sleep, my dreams is about the next step in business, and I'm still making money in the background. So when I wake up, I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do it 10 times further. You know what I mean? That's an individual thing, because when we do an individual thing, this conversation goes a lot more. You know what I mean? But we have to think further. We are not ever going to get anything that we want by ourselves. The first time I met Jamie was love. You know what I mean? Invited me in for an interview, so I'm here right now. I met Rich. From that day, we've been tight. They live at my sister's house right now.
We going tonight?
I mean, her and Black. They live at my sister's basketball all the time.
Are you going tonight?
Yes. I was there yesterday. I did my time. I did my time.
Fire the Flames gotta meet up.
What?
Can we get a selection of what y'all want to hear?
My agenda.
Agenda, please, DJ.
I want to tell y'all before we get into that rap, you feel into that music, where you know, my very first joint I did, I always implicated, you know, without using cuss words, and I always did things on a different kind of scale. My first rap was hot, you know. It was called Fetish for Change. I had a fetish for change, and it wasn't about the fetish from wanting money or anything. It was just fetish for change. I had a fetish for change.
That was the brand when I met you.
You know what I'm saying? Like my brain called, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Making different things that said fetish for change.
So this was my first rap. So before we get into Toast Drink, I want to spit my first rap just to show you where I was at in the beginning.
Let's go.
And why I'm where
Saturday
I'm
Night
at now.
Tuesday.
So I told the people, I said, it's about chains, nice suits and fresh cuts, butter guts. Cadillac is sitting tough. Who want it rough? I'm about $1 holla. Who wants some bucks? I had it hard back in the day, flipping the gate, ducking and hiding, running from cops, but now trying to get to that pot at the end of the rainbow. I used to let them things go to get to the change, yo. It ain't the same though. I'm gripping the mic fast, cause the talent was acknowledged, and it's good for the right price. Now I'm trying to shop right to give you the best single that'll make you want to cop. I wouldn't come out of them streets so a young brother could soar like a bird in the air. I flap my wings, niggas see me over the air. I fly like that. You better fall back, and then before I pop your cat, you know it's 4-leaf, dog, and I'm right like that. You know what I'm saying? And that change I wanted, I manifested. So every time I brought a record, I always wanted to be better than the last record.
All right, let's go. This is Agenda Santos.
Oh shit!
You on Bruce?
I was.
You told me about I don't even want to be.
Nah, you started yourself. Yo, let me give it to you now.
When I was 9 years old, I realized there was a road. My young eyes was then exposed to this pot that was filled with gold. That's a dream. I woke up and was shocked because I still get froze, realizing what I was told just wasn't real. I love you still, you're my brother, I'm more like your son for real. 100 mil couldn't change my heart, that's what I feel. What's the deal? I see you round in a while. Look at you now, you a clown. A fuck nigga, I used to look up to you. What's up with you? You let money change you, I fucking hate you. You forgotten me. So then everything you taught me not to be. And honestly, I never thought I'd see you switch sides with me. You followed me through the struggle to maneuver through poverty. You gotta be the people around you that made you change. You ain't the same, look what they did to my nigga. I hate this game, it hurt me when I hear people say your name. The dudes you vouching for, you used to tell me they was lame. Damn, what happened to you? You the reason I'm strictly for my niggas. You kept my pockets paid in full on this road to the riches, no doubt. You showed me what that chronic leaf was about. How to get ill with that manic without a reasonable doubt. Together we shine, I put that on my ghetto Quran. Until they sign our death certificate, we ready to die. Cause we was niggas for life, but you left me alive. Now it's me against the world, going against all the odds. Ready to kill that world with this weapon in pockets. I'm America's most wanted, you infected my mind. What happened? I guess you don't really remember me, huh? Fuck it, that's cool with me. Just heard to know I'm everything you used to be. Damn, dog. When I was 9 years old, I realized there was a room. My young mind was took control by the evils that took my soul. Dear Lord, I wonder, can he save you? Murder was the case that they gave you for the homicide. You even taught me how to ride. You trained my thoughts to be deep and still taught me how to mob. You even broke down the 10 crack commandments, taught me how to grind. You told me that we would get richer we would die for trying. It was dark and hell was hot, but we was dogs, ride or die. You taught me how to be a man, stand up and ride for mine. And now look what you teaching to the kids, you way too out of line. Yeah, it was money, cash, hoes, but fuck the riches and fame. You gave me the blueprint to the game, a reason why I never changed. Too stuck in my ways, ain't know what we doing was wrong till I was coming of age. What more can I say? I can't tell if you friend or you foe. You on some weird shit now, you ain't my nigga no more. I guess you kissed the game goodbye and you left. We was putting D on that block for money, power, respect. Man, we was down too long. Now I'm just another nigga, dog. What's up with that? I guess it's tough love, but the truth is you gon' want me back. Oh, wait a minute, I get it. I shouldn't listen. You really wasn't my nigga. I'm just part of your agenda. I walk around with a pistol with thoughts of killing a nigga. Eventually get convicted and lose my life in the system and be another statistic so they can eat off of prison. Selling out your own people. My homie said you was evil. My whole life I believed you. Come to find you a phony. I thought it was fuck the police and true love for our homies who tricked me. Now just made you corrupted the whole world. The reason for this crooked smile is I'm trapped in this cold world as a born sinner. And God had a plan before I entered. He ain't make no mistakes in my lifetime. It was written. And the gift he gave me was special. Disobey, I'm a rebel. I remain as a public enemy, the voice of the ghetto. It's crazy how you can raise a nigga then turn him against you. Fuck it, that's cool with me. Just hurt to know I'm everything you used to be. Damn, dog.
When I was 9 years old, I realized there was a road.
Yeah, that was Santos LB4R agenda. And we just said hello, goodbye to Judah Priest. We had a nice discussion going on, so like we're open to building. You gotta do that record. You gotta be real in your shit. Not to sounding harsh like that, but it's a lot to it. A lot more. If you start something, you're definitely gonna have to come out with a big finish. And it's the only way for us as a culture to put this thing together. They came in, they discussed a little bit about the difference between rap, hip hop, and how the music actually can inspire and people get the messages from the lyrics, which has been influencing people over the years. So, we're wrapping up. So, I don't know if Santos had a backstory or anything for that song.
Yeah, I got one.
All right. Don't want to see that on the cam.
All right.
You can talk from there, they can hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just talk. Yeah. The whole conversation we had, I thought Brother Sharif was gonna stay and listen. I actually wanted to. I wanted to actually.
Judah Priest?
Nah, I'm playing. I wanted. Actually, it was for him. He stepped out, but to.
His daughter's getting out of class here.
Yeah, I put that on though to display the conversation that we was having. That I'm already I'm there already mentally with trying to make people aware that hip hop was alive. You know what I mean? So that was my version of hip hop lied to me, and I was speaking to hip hop as if it was my old head, somebody that agrees, and me telling him that I was disappointed, and you lying to me my whole life, making me a certain type of way. I grew up.
This is what I like. There it is.
That was different.
There it is.
That's why I came in and I checked out. I heard it, and I was like, "Yo, that was crazy."
There it is, right there. Because all that wraps up and brings us all the way around to this mental trauma
system
that we're living.
The manipulated system.
Everything. We hear it in all the songs. You got Residents. All the songs, you know what I mean? We hear it in there, and where our minds have been manipulated. We're all in trauma. And nobody is stepping forth. You know what I mean? So, we all have brain injuries. It's not due from a car accident and you fell down the steps or somebody hit you in the head with a bat. It's not that, okay? This is mental stuff that you have been taught, that have been put in your head, that you live by, that you believe by, or You just grew up in the house and you just seen this stuff. You just walked down the street and you seen this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it altered you. It altered your thinking. So, in the process of building businesses and brands and putting our lives and our homes together and being prosperous, we're also putting our mental stability back into
Let us change.
And what is yeah,
changing the game.
and what is yeah, if we could change it, we could change it. But for real, man, I'm sick and tired of living the way I've been living. I'm sick and tired of living the same. I feel like I'm crazy. I'm going crazy because I'm doing the same thing, the same results, the same stuff. I'm tired of the government forcing us to be stipulated in this fucking box. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's gonna come to a point where we're gonna take back what the fuck we want. You feel what I'm saying? What's rightfully ours. So y'all, what y'all better do is get the fuck ready, cause we coming. But this time we coming, we bringing that knowledge, and then we gonna hit it with the speech and then the motherfucking action. You feel what I'm saying? So this what y'all need to do. If y'all ready for change, y'all need to bond with these people that's ready for change, that's ready to take back what the fuck was ours. Cause we want our shit back.
Stop talking. Stop
Quick,
talking.
fast, and in a hurry, because we tired of bumping our fucking heads doing the same thing, sitting in these fucking cubicles, working all day, all year to fucking get back up and do the same fucking thing again. We need some freedom. You feel what I'm saying? And we want our own. And we gonna get our own, whether the fuck you like it or not. Whether we got the fucking inbred with your people to make just one black fucking community, but we want our shit and we gonna get it and we gonna get what we deserve. You feel what I'm saying? And ain't nobody stopping me from saying what I need to say because rightfully it's my right to fucking say what I need to say. You feel what I'm saying? We want ours and we want it and we gonna get it back. So know that we ain't giving y'all the clues on how we gonna get it, but y'all better listen and stay in tune.
There you go, bro.
Baby's going on.
Come on.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's your boy Paperman back with a banger, man.
I'm gonna bring him out with
at
one.
the Comfort Level Podcast.
I'm gonna bring you
we
with
had
one.
Mr. Mayor.
We're going
You
out
feel what I'm
early.
saying here? We had Santos. We had everybody here today. Drew the Priest. We was bringing back awareness and doing what we needed to do.
Tear the mic up. We tore the mic up. That's
And
what we
tore the
did.
mic up.
Y'all thought we was gonna bring a whole bunch of music, but the mic is for speaking.
No, it's about knowledge, speech, and action. That's it.
Tell 'em.
That's the only thing
I'm
that
trying
we
to get you
following
to
right now.
try.
We need the knowledge, the speech, and then the
Teach
action.
them how to get money though.
How we gonna do it?
Without teaching, without
I
knowing
don't
how
got
to get
none.
money, they gonna go back to the street.
Facts.
Because everybody wants some money. I mean, you said about the credit. Yeah, show them how to get that credit right. I think that's the most important part of the conversation.
So you want to
Showing them how to get that money. Like we can talk to them all day. Like I feel what bro was saying with Drew the Priest, but my thing is these niggas want money. I'm from a hustle city. Niggas want money. Like niggas ain't really like starving for knowledge. It's not New York where we got the stock market and niggas like a high education system. We got a low education system in Philly, man. Niggas just want to get some money. So if you show them how to not have to sell dope, they don't got to rob shit. You show them how to get money. Like the nigga showed me, like, yo, you don't have to sell drugs. You can make money doing this. And sat in front of me and was like, yo, do this, that, and that. And I seen the money come through and I said, oh, okay, I will do it. No, you don't got to teach me anything. Just show me one time and I'll do it. But if you give me a scale and you say you'll bag up and you can get this, I'm gonna go do that.
That's because that's what's in your head. That's what you see.
That's because I want whatever the way is to there. We don't care as a kids and youngins how to get it. It's just I want it. You know what I'm saying? So if you showing a nigga,
that's what
yo,
we're
look,
saying.
you get it this way. This is the credit. This is the steps to it. But not just saying, yo, get your credit right. How the fuck I'm gonna know how to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like
You
it's
wasn't
like,
taught. You was taught how to bag
I'm
and
just
finesse.
saying.
I can teach you right now. I can tell you go get you
I'm
a
just saying-
secure credit card, bam.
No,
Put
I'm saying that.
$1,000 into it.
Right.
You know, take the rest of the money, the other $1,000 in your real bank
But not
account.
me per
put
se.
it to that,
I'm
make
saying
it spend
somebody
pay
else.
it back, and then that's how you fluctuate it. Make sure you pay it on time. Do not pay it all at one time because your market won't fluctuate like it's supposed to. Show you that you're a good person that pays off this money. Only pay it off a little bit
But
before
now
you
you-
know it. Your credit be up.
But no, if I gave you 40 grams of dope and some bags,
That's easy.
it'll be easier.
Also, look at what they do.
It'll be a lot. A nigga
Alright,
would take
y'all.
that.
We're gonna
Yeah,
take
I'm
that
saying,
today.
if that works,
And then we're gonna get up out of here because we ready to get it
The
started.
knowledge, the lack of knowledge from knowing how to go that way. So I'm saying if we show a nigga
And that's what
step by step
Yeah.
how to, that it's easy. It's,
Well, that's the part that I'm saying that
800 credit score than $100,000.
I'll take the 800 credit score.
Yep.
Because why I can get a $20,000 credit card, boom, I could then in turn open up a Barstool account, turn around, take 10,000 of that money, switch it over to Barstool, then tell Barstool the next day to switch that money back out. Where is that money gonna go? Into my account. Now I done turned $20,000 into $10,000 capital. Now I got $10,000 capital. I still got $10,000 sitting in the bank. I'm going to take 5,000 of that money. I'm going to put it into something to generate some money. I'm going to keep 5,000 in my pocket. Now that 5,000 that I first generated is going to go back to paying off the loan. And on $20,000, to pay back $20,000 is $375 a month. To pay off $10,000 is only about $175 a month. So I can take that 5,000 that I generated the money into, putting into something that's going to generate me money. I can pay a $175 back a month, keep my credit fluctuating, right? So it's going to look like I'm doing the pussy the whole time, and I'm building my credit. At the same time, I'm still making money off that initial 5,000. When that money finally makes me a double or triple or quadruple amount, I'm going to take that money and then pay off the credit card. Now my score goes up. I'm at an 850 now.
That's your personal.
Now they trying to give me $200,000-$300,000 loans.
That's personal.
Now I can make $1 million overnight, all because I knew what to do.
The next move is your corporate credit.
Now, if you had 4 people do that and y'all all had credit cards that was $20,000 a piece, now we got 4 people. That's $80,000. Well, you know what I'm saying? 20, 40, 60, $80,000 that we could possibly have in capital, money, green money that we could take and do what we need to do. You feel what I'm saying? And still got the money on the credit card to go and swipe and do what we need to do to make everything happen. The business, LLC, all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And this is all off of just generating credit off a secure credit card. You feel what I'm saying? You go do you get into a car accident, bam, right? You get into a car accident. So that knowledge, get into a car accident, you get a $20,000 check. You take $20,000, right? When you get it, you turn around, you put that into a $10,000 into a secure credit card. Now you get a $10,000 secure credit card, and why you got a secure credit card? You got $10,000 capital that can back it up. So now it's fluctuating. That's all how you do it. All off of just a quick rip. Even if you just want to hustle, you want to go sell a key real quick and make 100,000. Boom! Now you got 100,000 to go. You could possibly take 25 and get a $25,000 credit card, a secure credit card, and back yourself up. You do that, and you can sit on that. What? You 2, 3, 4 years.
Coming home, stepping over new stepping stones to a better home. We're looking forward to the throne. I'm in the zone.
This is how we tear the mic on the Tuesday, guys. You got to know there's lots of been out here. You've been here with Jenny, plenty of the couple of the podcasts. It's been Santos, Mr. Mayor, in the building. Wow. There we go. Thank you guys for coming in.
All your fists and raise it to the sky for what you believe in. We on the brink, on the edge, ready to jump and leap because we running the civil war. We want the peace. Can't be clear with aim, ready for diet change. Always getting the show stick, taking all the blame. That's why people go through always did, and they had. Back to the drum board, create a monster in the lab. Where my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government masters our certain race and made it occupation. A nation crowned with dominance is the law of nature. Where my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government masters our certain race made it occupation. A nation crowned with dominance is the law of nature. Looks get killed, price strike a deal. Before I have to hit him, take a meal. Kill a nigga all for nothing, like Ian Mattel. Feeding for money and marijuana and prima donnas. With a crazy lick on life, added dog, persona. That come from drugs, alcohol, and street drama. Government pushing to the point I wanna cause terror. That's what they call it, and now I call it being rebellious. Cops killing my black lives like it don't matter. Leaving families heartbroken like glass and shatter. Claim to be scared when they supposed to be trained for this matter. This is a modern religion, served as a cult disaster. Let's get them marching and changing laws to break the cycle. Hating this for so fucking long, it might come back to bite you. What you think will happen when you trap me in the corner? They gon' get the fighting and striking back without no warning. Where my people, my right righteous people that's fighting
Good
back.
to buy,
Taking
right?
matters to their own hands to avoid the trap. Government access our certain races made it occupation. A nation created with dominance is the law of nature. Where my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid the trap. Government access our certain races made it occupation. A nation created with dominance is the law of nature. I don't blame y'all. I blame the government for setting you trapped and leaving us dead and die. They say they helping, there's help, there's no helping at all. Crime on the streets is still crime. More broken families and financial hardship. There should be a tax write-off for family members in jail, so they can get it cut up that 30,000 y'all make a year. I'm so sincere, and for the record, y'all started this war and you can't win it. You should have had a big joint. Maybe you did. Covered the stench, blinded our eyes, and fucked us with the crack in the 80s. I heard you buy by the ton, distribute it out by the strong man with a fake name and fake claims. Y'all niggas lame. We bout money and business can make deals. We feed our families and families look us, depend on us. We see the light, but you make it dim for us. You see the trials and the tribulations that you put people through. Back against the walls. Snitches and money and bills. Y'all built this empire that wouldn't fall, only to fall on the ghetto and employ the system. Forever having jobs, all lawful sentences handed down like it's car tickets. Now this shit crazy vivid, and our babies living. What the fuck is going on? I'm about to change the gimmick. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid the trap. Government access our certain races made it occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid the trap. Government access our certain races made it occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature.
Yes, sir. LB4 last name. Let me see.